Hey guys, so I wanted to make a video and talk about the Indipac and ultra endurance racing as a whole. I'll mention a couple of things about the Indipac specifically, but the argument or what I want to talk about is ultra endurance racing like Indipac a how fast you are on the bike, or is it really how well you cope with sleep deprivation, and how long you can cope with sleep deprivation? Um, because, yeah, you got some fast riders, but then you have riders that are fast, but they just can't cope at all with sleep deprivation. So they end up sleeping, 7 hours a night or 5 hours a night. I mean, 5 hours a night is actually a lot. I can fully function on 5 hours a night normally. Now, when you're burning a lot of calories, so if you're on a bike and killing the calories, um, how much sleep do you need to recover? That's really what it comes down to. So is it a nutritional thing? Is it maybe nutrition has something to do with it as well? So it's probably nutritional, sleep deprivation, and how you cope with it. I think for the first 3 days, I don't know if this is true or fact, but they were saying that for the first 3 days, Christoph basically didn't sleep. Um, 3 days is a lot. I don't know if I believe that. 3 days. I mean, that's a lot. Can you do 48 hours? Sure. Um, 48 hours is kind of doable, but after 48 hours, you're gonna nap. You're gonna close your eyes for something. Um, so I guess since we're here, we can do a little bit of an update. So what I've heard is that the mountains were kicking Christoph's ass. He actually has been standing still, not moving. On my earlier video, it was early this morning, and I was wrong. I thought I saw a 9 as a 9Ks an hour, but that's just GPS drift, so that's nothing. So he's standing still. He's grayed out. He's sleeping. He has been sleeping ever since this video I did this morning. So that's standing still for quite a while. In fact, Mike Hall, who is now standing still, now he's resting, he's pretty close. I mean, he's almost at 4,400 from the start, and Christoph is at 4,410. So there's only 1 hour in between them, really. Considering that the terrain, I would say it's about an hour. Um, and he's at a campsite. If I zoom in, so if you zoom in here, you can see that he's at like a little campsite. There you go. Hopefully you guys can see that. I see there's a little river. If there's water there, I don't care how cold it would be. I would so like wash myself and bathe myself in that water. So Mike Hall definitely has closing the gap a little bit. I'm wondering now that he's kind of resting and he himself needs to kind of chill. Do I think he's going to catch him or not? Again, I really don't. I think they're going to get really close, and then Christoph is going to wake up and he's going to take off again. Sarah is quite far back now. There's a pretty big gap between Mike Hall and Sarah. Juju, he's still grayed out, and I thought everything was fixed. There were some people that helped her with getting some tubeless stuff on the tires. I posted a video earlier about that. So I'm wondering, how long is she going to rest for? Again, I don't know how serious she's taking the race. Versus is she just going to complete it? I don't know where the motivation is there. But yeah, I think that on an ultra endurance race like this, it's really how you cope with sleep deprivation, calorie deficit, and managing your time and how you deal with that. Some people don't deal with it at all. Also, I've been thinking a lot about bike setup and what I would do and what I wouldn't do, and looking at everything that's available. And I would I don't know if I would do it exactly as everybody else has done it. I would have an absolute minimum of 28 mil tires. I would probably do. I think I've already said this in a previous video, but I would do a one by setup. So very much like a cyclocross bike. In fact, my bike would look very much like a cyclocross bike, a lightweight cyclocross bike. I would do disc brakes probably. That way, if it rains and whatnot, it's less chance of. I don't like carbon clinchers personally. I would go tubeless. I would see what kind of tubeless options there would be. I would test that out and see how that works. I know for mountain biking I run tubeless. I have run road tubeless myself with success. And if I can get some nice fat 28s road tubeless, I think that would be the way to go. I would also bring tubes with me in case that failed, of course. And I would do some carbon disc brakes. What I meant, carbon rims and then disc brakes. And it would be very much of a. It would look like a cyclocross bike with slicks on it, basically. But some of these guys I think are running too much of a road, just a straight up road bike. And the gearing is not enough. I would have a really wide range cassette. I don't want to be caught off in the mountains, where I don't have enough gears if I'm going to run a one by. So I would have, 1146 in the back, possibly. Just so that I have really ample gearing. So the question is, why would I have a one by? Less parts, man. Less parts, less chance to fail. Less things to fail. I just having one chainring in the front, I don't have to think about it. I mean, I've done 24-hour races, and changing gears seemed like such a. It seems silly, but changing gears seemed in the 24-hour race like the hardest thing to do. Is like a mental block to do anything other than just turning the pedals. So I'm thinking that with that much sleep deprivation, if I was to do an ultra endurance race, I want to be able to manage things like that. So why not? If cyclocross bikes and races are done with one bys, then why not? As long as I have a really wide range cassette, then I should be fine. Then it should be fine. Not just me, anybody should be fine. So yeah, I think these guys are kind of, I thought for a second that Christoph lit up. Wait a minute. Did you guys see that? Oh. No, it's Mike Hall that has been moving. Well, that was kind of delayed. Did you guys see that? He was like literally down here, and he just popped up right there. So, what the heck, Christoph? What are you doing? Mike Hall is 4 kilometers away from you. All right. So, geez. Wow. I thought he was going to rest a little bit more. Maybe he did take a bath and felt rejuvenated or something. He was right here, and the satellite is always a little bit delayed. This is predictive mode right now, but um, he's moving along. You know, I wonder if Mike Hall, as he was resting, maybe he did take a bath, maybe he didn't, who knows? But as he was resting or laying down or trying to stretch and whatever, I wonder if he looked on the cell phone and saw how close he is to Christoph and how long Christoph's been dormant, not moving, and I wonder if he just decided to take off. So yeah, this is now big news right here. He's moving along. He's trucking along, and Christoph is, from what we can tell, still down for the count. So I'm really wondering what's going on with Christoph. He's been down for the count for quite a while. So, this is going to be change here? There's going to be change in the leaderboard, because the motivation and the momentum is now with Mike Hall. Let's see if we can zoom in here, and yeah, there's nothing there. There is nothing there. It's not a campsite. It's nothing. It's just road. Very interesting. I mean, that is not far, guys. That is really, really, really close. Yeah. So I took away the predictive mode. I'm sorry, guys. This video is getting a little bit longer, but that's because this happened here. So the predictive mode, it doesn't ping the satellite every single second, right? The spot tracker that they have. So it does have some sort of predictive mode based on their average speed that they're going at that point in time. So chances are that my call really is around here, and then next time it pings, it corrects, and so on. So that's why there was such a delay where he was here, like literally here, and then he jumped to around here, right, when we look back. And that's because the spot tracker obviously didn't ping until he rode this part over here, and then he pinged it right here, and then we're moving. So yeah, according to this, we'll see it pretty soon here, but I really wonder what's going on with Christoph, and I really wonder if that's the end of the race for Christoph. He's been down for a long time. Did something happen to his bike? If any of you guys know, and I'm going to post this right now, I'm going to literally upload it right away. If any of you guys know, please comment so that we can find out for everybody what's going on with Christoph. If you've actually heard something, like is something wrong with his bike? Did he blow out his knee? What's going on? Did he pass out? is he pass out on the bike? I hope not. I mean, but let everybody know, and then see where we get from there. I'm gonna sign off right now. This video got a little bit long. I'm gonna see what I can find out on the interwebs. But if you find anything out, please comment right away, and I'm gonna upload this. It's gonna be uploaded within a couple of minutes. Thanks for watching, guys, and the race just became a little bit more interesting.